Good morning everyone. My name is G. Vishnumurthy. I am working as a contract lecturer in Government Degree College for Women Vanaparthi in Department of Physics. Today my topic is parameters in network theorems. First one, Z parameters, and also these are also called as the impedance parameters or open circuit impedance parameters, because here we will considering as the V1 and V2 are dependent sources and I1 and I2 are independent sources. That means the input current is depending upon the input voltage is depending upon the both the input current as well as the output current. That's why, and also the output voltage is also depending upon the input current as well as the output current. So that for the conclusion is the input voltage as well as the output voltage in between the terminals are the function of input current as well as the output current. So that we have the two KVL equations. Those are V1 is equals to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2, because here the V1 is connecting in these two terminal, in between these two terminals, and V2 is connecting in between these two terminals. So from the first KVL equation, V1 is equals to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2. But here you see the V1 is the dependent source and it is depending upon the I1 as well as the I2. So that we have an KVL equation, that is V1 is equals to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2. Another KVL equation, that is at output, here the output V2 is depending upon the I1 and I2. So that we have an KVL equation, that is V2 is equals to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. So from the two KVL equations we have using the matrix methods and we will be formulating the matrices. Those are on the left side V1 V2 is the 2 by 1 matrix, and from the right side Z11 Z12 and Z21 Z22 is the 2 by 2 matrices, and here the input current I1 and the output current I2. So if we will do the matrix multiplication in between these two by 2 matrix as well as the 2 by 1 matrix, that is the current matrix, then we got the two KVL equations. So that here we will considering as this matrix is called as the voltage matrix, and this matrix, that is 2 by 2 matrices, is called as the impedance matrix, and this one I1 I2, those are called as the current. That's why this matrix is called as the current matrices. So from the matrices we will write as matrix V, that is voltage matrix, is equals to product of impedance matrix to current matrix. Now we will finding the impedances like Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22. So that we will considering these two important condition is there, that is I1 and I2 are independent sources and V1 and V2 are dependent sources. That's why for the first condition from the KVL equations we have I2 is equals to 0 because V1 and V2 are depending upon the I2. So I2 is called as the output current at the output terminals. So let us consider I2 is equal to 0. So therefore from the first KVL equation V1 is equals to Z11 I1 plus 0. So that we will calculating the Z11, that is Z11 is equals to V1 by I1 upon I2 is equal to 0. That means the input voltage is dividing by the input current, and we know that when I2 is equal to 0 then the circuit is maintaining at the open circuit. So that this Z11 is called as the open circuit driving function or driving input impedance. Because why we are calling as this impedance is the input impedance, because the input voltage is divided by input current. That's why the impedance parameter Z11 is called as the open circuit driving function input impedance. That means Z11 is equals to V1 upon I1 when I2 is equals to 0. And for the second condition, at I2 is equal to 0, from the KVL equation 2 we have Z21 is equals to V2 upon I1, because here we will substituting I2 is equal to 0. So therefore we have the V2 is equals to Z21 I1. From that we will calculating the Z21 is equals to V2 by I1 upon I2 is equals to 0. So here also I2 is equal to 0. That's why the circuit is called as the open circuit. And here you see we will observe that the output voltage is dividing by the input current. That's why this Z21 parameter is called as the transfer impedance. That means the impedance is transferred from second port to first port, because the V2 is dividing by the I1 when I2 is equals to 0. So therefore Z21 is called as the open circuit forward transfer impedance, and Z11 is called as the driving function input impedance. So these two conditions are when I2 is equals to 0. So that the I2 is equal to 0. So therefore the circuit is called as the open circuit. Now coming to third condition, that is I1 is equal to 0. Now we will making as I1 is equal to 0. So therefore the circuit is maintaining again an open circuit. So from the first KVL equation we will substituting I1 is equal to 0. Therefore we have Z11 into I1, that is into 0. So therefore from first KVL equation V1 is equals to Z12 into I2. So from this equation we will calculating as Z12 is equals to V1 by I2. So this Z12 is equals to V1 by I2 upon I1 is equal to 0. That means the input voltage is dividing by the output current. So that's why the Z12 is also called as the transfer impedance. But here you see the input voltage is dividing by the output current. That's why this impedance is called as the reverse transfer impedance. But in the case of Z21, the output voltage is dividing by the input current. That's why the Z21 is called as the forward transfer impedance. But here in this Z12 is called as the open circuited reverse transfer impedance. And now again we will substituting I1 is equal to 0 in the second KVL equation. So therefore Z21 into 0. So therefore we will got as V2 is equals to Z22 into I2. So from this equation we will calculating as Z22. Z22 is equals to V2 by I2 upon I1 is equal to 0. That means the output voltage is dividing by the output current. That's why the Z22 impedance is called as again the driving function output impedance. Here the V2 and I2 are at the output. That's why the Z22 is called as the open circuit driving function output impedance. So these four terms are called as the Z parameters or impedance parameters, and also they are called as the open circuited parameters because the circuit is always operating on the open circuit. Because for the first time we will making as I2 is equal to 0, and also second time I1 is equals to 0. That's why the circuit is called as the open circuit. Then again from these parameters we will constructing the circuit of the Z parameters. Now here you see from the Z11, here you see from the first KVL equation, V1 is equal to Z11 into I1 plus Z12 into I2. So that we will connecting the V1 into this terminal, and also the V1 is depending upon the Z11, that is Z11 into I1, and here the current, that is Z12 into I2. So this is called as the impedance parameter, that is Z11, and here Z12 into I2 is called as the transfer impedance. And for second KVL equation, the voltage V2 is connecting across the two terminals, that is this terminal to this terminal, and V2 is depending upon Z22 and Z21 into I1. So this V1 and V2 are connecting on the bottom side. So this circuit is called as the open circuit of the Z parameters. So this is about the Z parameters or impedance parameters or open circuited parameters. Now coming to Y parameters. The Y parameters are also called as the admittance parameters, and also they are also called as the short circuiting parameters because in the admittance parameters or Y parameters the circuit is maintaining on the short circuiting. So let us consider an important point is there, that is the V1 and V2 are independent sources and I1 and I2 are dependent. So I1 is depending upon the V1 as well as the I1 is depending upon the V2, and also the I2 is depending upon the V1 and I2 is depending upon the V2. So therefore the input current as well as the output current, those are I1 and I2 are the function of the V1 and V2. That means the input current as well as the output currents. So therefore the I1 and I2 are the function of V1 and V2. So we have the two KVL equations. Here I1 is equals to Y11 V1 plus Y12 into V2, and the second KVL equation I2 is equals to Y21 V1 plus y22 into V2, because the I1 is depending upon V1 as well as V2. So, and again the I2 is depending upon V1 as well as the V2. So that's why we have the two KVL equations. Those are I1 is equals to y11 V1 plus y12 V2, and the second KVL equation I2 is equals to y21 V1 y21 v1 and y22 into v2. So from the KVL equation we will, using the matrix methods, we will form a matrices. Those are, from the left side, I1 and I2 are the 2 by 1 matrix, and y11 y12 y21 y22 are the 2 by 2 matrix, and v1 v2 is the 2 by 1 matrices. Now we will multiplying this matrix 2 by 2 matrix into 2 by 1 matrix, then we got the two KVL equations. Now here you see, in this matrix we have the current terms, so that this matrix is called as the current matrix, that is represented with this symbol, and this matrix, that is 2 by 2 matrix, is called as the admittance matrix, and V1 V2 matrix is called as the voltage matrix. So we will write as current matrix is equal to product of admittance matrix into voltage matrix, that is I is equals to Y into V. Now we will finding the admittance parameters. Those are y11, y12, y21, y22. So that's why for the first condition we will take as V2 is equals to 0. Now we will substituting V2 is equal to 0 in the first KVL equation. We have I1 is equals to y11 into V1. So from this equation we will calculating the admittance parameter, that is y11 is equals to I1 by V1. So here you see y11 is equals to I1 by V1 upon V2 is equals to 0. Now here you see Vt is equal to 0, then the circuit is called as the short circuited, because the V2 at the output port, V2 is equal to 0. So therefore here we will making the circuit as the short circuit. That's why this this admittance parameter, that is y11, is said to be short circuited driving point input admittance. Why we are called as the driving point impedance? Because the input current is dividing by the input voltage upon V2 is equal to 0. So that's why the y11 admittance parameter is called as the short circuit driving point input admittance. And the second parameter, then we will substituting V1 is equal to 0 in the equation number 1, then we got the y21, that is from this equation V2 is equal to 0, then y21 is equals to I2 by, here you see y12 is equals to ఏమైంది So here you see y11 is equals to I1 by V1 upon V2 is equals to 0. So this admittance parameter is called as the output short circuited driving point input admittance parameter. Now we will substituting V2 is equal to 0 in the second KVL equation. Therefore, we got Y21 is equals to I2 by V1 upon V2 is equals to 0. That means the output current is dividing by the input voltage at upon output voltage V2 is equals to 0. So here V2 is equal to 0. That's why this circuit is called as the short circuit, and the Y21 parameter, that is admittance parameter, is called as the forward transfer admittance parameter, because the I2 is dividing by the V1 upon V2 is equals to 0. So this Y11 and Y21 are derived from the V2 is equals to 0. By making the V2 is equal to 0, then we got the Y11 as well as the Y21 admittance parameters. Now coming to, now we will substituting V1 is equals to 0. So V1 is equal to, we will substituting V1 is equal to 0 in the equation number 1, that is the first KVL equation. Then we got the Y12 is equals to I1 by V2 upon V1 is equals to 0. So here the input current is dividing by the output voltage at input voltage is equals to 0. So therefore the voltage is equal to 0. That's why the circuit is called as the short circuit, and the admittance parameter is called as the reverse transferred admittance parameter, because here the input current is dividing by the output voltage. Now we will substituting V1 is equal to 0 into equation number 2. So therefore we got Y22 is equals to I2 by V2 upon V1 is equals to 0. So that means the output current is dividing by the output voltage. That's why this Y22 parameter is called as the driving point output admittance. Now here V1 is equal to 0, that means the output current is equal to 0. So therefore this Y22 parameter is called as the short circuited driving point output admittance parameters. So therefore from the KVL equations we have I1 is equals to I1 minus Y11 V1 minus Y12 V2 is equal to 0. That means the input current is depending upon the input voltage as well as the output voltage into Y12 admittance parameters. So that we will draw a circuit about the admittance parameters. So therefore here we will see the V1 is placing in between the two terminals, and I1 is current, and this I1 is depending upon the Y11 admittance parameter, and it is depending upon the Y12 into V2. Now coming the second KVL equations, I2 minus Y21 V1 minus Y22 V2. So from that equation we will place the V2 in between the two terminals, and I2 is depending upon the Y22 admittance parameter as well as the Y21 into V2. So these two ports are connecting on the bottom side. So this is about the admittance parameters. These admittance parameters are also called as the short circuited parameters, because in admittance parameters we got the 4 admittance by making the circuit as the short circuit. That's why the Y parameters are also called as the admittance parameters are short circuiting parameters. So the y11 is called as the driving point input admittance parameter, and y21 is called as the forward transferred admittance parameter, and y12 is called as reverse transferred admittance parameter, and y22 is called as the driving point output admittance parameters. So this is about the admittance parameters as well as the Z parameters. Z parameters are also called as the impedance parameters or open circuited parameters, and the Y parameters are called as the admittance parameters or short circuited parameters. Thank you very much.